There, I did. I did catch up on some of the recaps. I'll be honest with you. After watching the review, I'm kind of glad I went to sleep. I'm like, yeah, I ain't got no. I'm glad I didn't wait up for this.
I understand.
Not,
I
not
understand.
to say that it was terrible, but like, yeah, it just wasn't. It didn't do much for me watching the highlights. But yeah, I didn't catch it live either.
It's all good, man. Because like honestly, at this point in time, it's like I don't want to say what are we doing now, but I'm just ready for like the actual PLEs, more than anything else.
Bro,
Uh, and it's one of those
you
things
said
for
it.
me at least, huh?
That's it. You said it. What are we doing now? I mean,
Yeah, what are we doing
like,
now? It's like even what I sent you in the one off, like when it comes down to Jay losing the belt, the whole we don't want him to lose his spark and all this other stuff. I'm like, bro, just let him have the belt a little bit longer. Like, come on now, you trying to make your boy Seth the what the face of WWE at this point?
yeah,
And
he's
you trying to
like,
get him like an
he's
easier
trying to be in
route
that
to
Roman.
yeah, trying to give him the easier route to get the belt at this point. I feel like too because it's like.
I actually, I actually, before I forget to say it, I actually kind of, after thinking about what you said the last time, and given
Mm-hmm.
how things have changed over the last week or so, I'm
Mm-hmm.
starting to see what you might have been on to with him going after the other title instead
Mm-hmm.
of the world heavyweight title.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I, the world heavyweight title picture right now is just kind of a mess. I mean, I just, and this is right after I was just giving Triple H some credit, and Gunther wins the belt, and no, for no other reason. Like, I'm not saying Jey Uso's title reign had to be long. It didn't have to be long. Let him lose at a PLE, but like have him lose for a reason. Like Gunther literally only won so that the Goldberg match could be a title match. And who asked for that?
But
Who asked for a
I still don't
Goldberg match
understand.
for a title?
I still don't understand it to be honest with you. And correct me if I'm wrong. Has Goldberg been in the ring
Nah, brother.
at all? Like within the past, I would even
he was
say last 6 months.
no, he hasn't been in the ring at all. He was in the ring with Gunther last like a year ago when they were in Atlanta, and they were just in the ring. They didn't do anything, but it's been some time. There's there was a
You see
fan
my face,
video
right?
that
And so now Gunther has the belt, and they coming back to Atlanta now. So now they're gonna have a
yeah,
fight. Like,
yeah. Now they gotta fight. And there's a
help me
video of
understand
Goldberg
this,
getting out of
please.
the ring. Somebody, somebody, somebody did him dirty. There was a fan that took a video of him hopping out of the ring, and it looked like he like jammed his knee up, just hopping out the ring, and landing on the ground. They slow moed it on him and put a little captioning on it and everything. Man, they did him dirty.
AARP. I'm playing. Let me stop.
Hey,
Let
he
me
about
stop.
there. He about that eight. Hold on, how old is Goldberg now?
Take a look and see. The Spirit Man himself.
58.
He's still
Oh,
wrestling.
almost. Hey, no, he's not. He's just, he hasn't been at all.
So
I mean, great
I'm
shape, but
taking
Jesus.
I'm taking a step back further. You remember you said like you hope Gunther wins or
Yeah, I hope Gunther
wins.
just
But the
beats
thing
the
is,
crap out of him.
now that we saying it out loud, Gunther is gonna win but still lose. And at first I was like, man, let Goldberg come in and stump him out. That's not gonna happen. It's not. It doesn't even make sense for it to happen because of the sheer fact. It's like we have to make this more believable. And
Believe it, bro. The
hear me out.
believability was
Just
out the
hear me
door
out.
as soon as Goldberg was in the match. It's
Just hear me
over.
out. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. I've lost my train of thought. but but hear me out. It makes it more realistic. You see my air quotes for Gunther to still retain the title and for Seth to cash in on it.
So you think it's all going to happen at once?
It has to.
Like, do you think so? Like, you think Gunther's gonna beat Goldberg, but like eat a spear and a jackhammer, and then here comes Seth to clean up the scraps, kind of thing?
There you go. That's the only way it makes sense. Because
Hey,
back to
that's
what you're
actually not
saying,
bad. That's
but
not
back
bad.
to what you're saying, it's like, okay, Goldberg wins. He hasn't wrestled in years.
And the last time he was, it was trash.
And then for him to win the title Just where you hear his theme song come down. Take the man. No, no. Let Gunther retain. He somehow get injured during the match. I don't know if he get hit with a chair or something, or whatever the case may be. And then that's when your boy come in
Yeah,
and cash in on
you
him.
might be onto something with that one because thinking about it, I was when I was even thinking about that match, I'm like, how are they going to get out of that? Like, how are they going to make that a main event worth watching? They're going to have to do. There's going to be some type of distraction
Wait,
or
wait, wait, wait,
interference or
wait, wait,
something.
wait, wait, wait. That's the main event?
A Saturday night main event, bro. Gunther, yeah, Gunther versus Goldberg, baby.
Oh, that's right. That is Saturday Night Main Event. I'm tripping because after that
You
it
thought it was Night of
is.
Champions. That's what
Yes,
you thought it was.
I was.
Oh,
Yes, I'm
oh,
sorry.
thank God.
I was. My mind
But
was in a lot of different places. Like it's so much going on within a time frame. I feel like
yeah,
so I don't be knowing. I forget what's what.
I think that's actually one of the last places, if not the last place that Goldberg actually wrestled was in Saudi Arabia. So he was botching jackhammers and spears then. So
He said watching, but you know what though? It's one of those things where man, your age shows. I hate to say it. After a
especially
while,
when
at
you ain't
least.
been doing it.
Yeah.
Especially when you ain't been doing it. But yeah, he looked rough. He was blown up by the time he got to the ring. You know how it is.
Hey, that's a long walkway. After a while, I'm like, man, is this gonna end? Like, come on, man. Like at this point, the match. Listen, got me for 5 minutes. If anything over 5 minutes, I'm gonna tap out myself, and I'm gonna whisper, "Hey, man, gonna put me in the leg lock or something. You win. I'm out. I'm tapping.
He's got to put in one of them hold moves and put me in a headlock for a few minutes so I get
Just
a break.
hey, so I get a break. I'm gonna pass out.
That is funny though. That's actually a very
But you
good,
know what? I think like
That's a good
now you
take
saying it
that you
out
have.
loud. Now you saying it out loud. That's exactly what they do. Hey man, a break, bet.
Yep. And them boys be rolling outside, and you don't
Hey,
see them
listen,
for
hold on.
months.
You got the ref put the arm in the air, just drop on the third one.
That's when they bounce back up at the rage.
Oh man.
Sami Zayn be doing that now. That's Sami
Uh,
Zayn shit.
hey, but you know what? I like Sammy, so Sammy can do it for right now. Um,
I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
so
I still think that he's gonna be the one that beats Seth Rollins for the title when Seth Rollins inevitably does get another title. But I do like your take though. Like I really do like that take now that I'm thinking more about it. Having Seth cash in during that match. I mean, it makes that match more tolerable. It makes that, like you said, it makes. Well, I don't know if it makes the booking of that match make more sense, but like it just makes the match, I guess, more palatable. You know,
mhm.
knowing that in the
Excuse me.
end, Goldberg will be the afterthought. No offense to Goldberg, man, but like, dude just came out. Yeah, oh, you're next. I'm like, who lets this happen?
No, it reminds me of what we talked about last week with Dom Mysterio and
Oh,
old buddy. He said, "You know what? Title match.
yeah,
Hey
exactly.
man, who mans is this?
So I guess Goldberg
Who
just
mans
come
is
through and
this?
make his
So
own
okay,
shit.
so let's take a step back then. If that's the Saturday night main event, then what's the matches for Night of Champions then?
The only match that I know is booked for certain is John Cena versus CM Punk. I know that one for certain. I think I might be wrong, but I think they do the King of the Ring finals there as well. Which right now, oddly enough, I think the entire King of the Ring, the entire King of the Ring bracket right now is all just baby faces. I don't think there are any heels in there right now.
Who's all in it right now? 'Cause I don't recall.
I think the final four, um, Cody Rhodes,
Okay.
Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, and damn, who's the other one? There's one more. Is it Jey Uso? Might
Why
be
would
Jey
Jay be
Uso.
up in there at that point? Like trying to give him like one more push for something
I,
else?
I don't know. I thought they were gonna put it back in tag team. Maybe not, but let me look. Hold on.
This gonna be a very
Let's
interesting little lineup then.
see. Yeah, it's like I mean I think it like A lot of folks think that it speaks to the fact that yeah, it's Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and
Okay.
Randy Orton. So we got Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton for the finals, and then Cody Rhodes versus Jey Uso for the finals. And
Okay.
you know, some people think that speaks to them not having enough heels or whatnot. But I don't know. I kind of like it when things don't necessarily evenly match up, like when you happen to get just all baby faces or all heels.
But when was the last time
That's
they
kind
actually
of
had all heels though? And like,
I can't tell you.
I feel like that's like back in like when the PLEs were called pay-per-views.
Yeah,
Um, to be completely honest with you, because as I'm thinking, I don't.
yeah. I can't tell you the last time they had all heels.
But who all do we have as a heel right now though? Now we
That's the
thinking
that's
about
the
it,
that's the that's the thing.
because all we
Um,
have is what
Everybody's out. Seth
Cena.
Rollins.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins. That's it. Um, Everybody else is out. Like you got Braun Breaker, who's a heel, but
Mm-hmm.
he got his ass got eliminated. Um, Shoot, who
What
else?
about your boy? Not Drew, but Drew's not wrestling
Drew's
right
a
now.
heel, but he's gone for a little bit. He's injured.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe Aleister Black, but his ass got eliminated.
Then you got your boys, New Day,
Yeah, they're
um,
heels. They're heels, but they're tag champions,
the
and
tag
they,
champions.
they
Yeah,
don't defend nothing.
they just sit back and talk. That
Hmm.
is like the one thing I don't understand. Like they just hold belts and just talk. Let me do that.
It ain't they
Hey,
fault.
hey, listen, let me do it. That and but the thing is, people like there'd be tag matches and they just come outside and just sit outside for a little bit. Hey, I want you to win. Somehow, some way, who they want to win, they end up losing because they want to interfere. Which I'm cool with that though. I guess that's how you gotta make your money, man. I ain't mad at it. I am not
Well,
mad at it.
well, that's also another reason why, they said that, or that I've read that potentially Jey Uso is going back to the tag team division because him and Jay, or Jimmy and Jay the Usos and the New Day, that's like modern day Hardys and Dudley Boys right there. For the tag titles, for the most part, they've had some crazy matches and some crazy feuds over the years.
I can see that, but honestly, like not to be mean, just
You think
thinking
that
about
ship has
it,
sailed?
I feel like it has.
Yeah.
But I feel like they may need to do it just so I'm not trying to be mean when I say this, but I feel like Jimmy is kind of like I don't want to say lost his touch, but they're trying to find out where to put him at this
Yeah.
time, doing this time frame, because he's not going with his other brother, right?
They ain't going solo.
And he's just
A lost
he's
character.
in limbo, I feel
He's in
like.
limbo. Yeah. He's because
And
he's
and the
also
thing is, I
had his
actually like
struggles too.
Jimmy as a fighter or a entertainer, wrestler, whatever you want to call it. But right now, I feel like he is in limbo. So I definitely can see them going back to being a tag
A tag
team.
team.
However, this is what I want though. If that were to happen, kind of like how New Day was helping Kofi get the championship and they still was tag team,
Yeah. Hmm.
I would want that to happen as well too. Granted, it's only two of them. I still want somebody at
You
some
still
point
want one of them chasing singles gold still.
at champion chasing. You know what? Allow Jimmy to go after the Intercontinental. That right there would be a good little.
Okay.
That right there, I feel like that would be a good little push for him.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, and to give him a run. And low key, we already have Solo and Jacob. They're already about to turn. It kind of basically already turned on each other. Now
Yeah. Yeah. That
let
feuds.
Solo go after the
U.S.
heavyweight title.
title.
Yeah, sorry, U.S.
U.S.
title.
title.
Sorry,
Hmm.
I can get them
Hmm.
confused. My bad,
Yeah.
y'all.
There's a lot of
Um,
belts.
a lot of belts these days. It's a lot, but not a
They got
lot
that.
though. If you make
Yeah,
sense.
they got that. You
Hey,
seen
you know
that
what
Twitter
belt I miss?
championship?
Hold on.
That speed championship?
Hey, sidebar, facts, sidebar. You know what belt I miss? Remember that hardcore championship belt they had?
The one that was broken.
Hey,
It
that's the
was
whole
just
point.
beat.
It was broken, and you had to do something off the wall to get it.
That's the
Put
one
somebody
Travis
through a
Scott got now, man.
table,
He has the new one now.
thumbtacks, huh?
Yeah. That's what Travis Scott got now. The hardcore. He got the new one though. He got the
Travis
like he
Scott,
has the
man,
one that
listen,
never existed to begin with. No, that wasn't the real title. So
facts. But at the end of the day, like, come on, man. You
I'm so glad we haven't seen him. recently. He's coming back at some point. At some point, he's showing up again.
You know what, man? One thing I also gotta say, dog, is that's like the crossover between like celebrities in regards to like musicians. Because wasn't Bad Bunny on it for a minute?
Yeah, yeah. Bad Bunny was whooping ass too. He beat Damian
Okay,
Priest.
I'm just saying. Then you got. I, I
Logan
digress.
Paul.
I'm just going to digress with that, man. Because now you think about it.
The celebrities are getting a little out of hand.
Yes,
The
now they are.
celebrity interferences.
But remember when Shaq came in? I think was Shaq in there at one point?
But yeah,
Not Shaq. No, no, it was
they
Shaq.
had
It was
Jon Stewart in there, dog.
your boy Floyd was in there when he
Floyd
punched
Mayweather with Big Show.
Big
He punched
Show.
the shit out of Big Show in the face. They said Big Show was really mad.
I would have sued him. Hey, I'm suing you. I'm sorry. You about to get straight sued. Um,
They said Big Show was pissed.
because he
They
put
said they
all
had to get
into it.
Floyd up out of there, kid. So because if he would have grabbed him,
It would have
that
been a
was a
game
wrap.
set match. Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg
Uh,
had been in. Snoop Dogg been everywhere. AEW, WCW,
but you know what?
damn
He
WWE.
makes sense though. He's one of the few that actually makes sense. I hate to say it that way. He
Snoop
just
Dogg is more famous now than he was when he was, actively rapping all the time. Dude is just like a character now, who's everywhere.
he's ev-
He,
I love him though, man.
he's
It's
like
Snoop.
Shaq, right? Like
Yes.
he's like Shaq, just on everything now. Snoop Dogg,
It's
love
funny
it.
how we're not even talking about wrestling, but we are talking about wrestling. This is terrible
Hey,
though. But it's good. It's good stuff though.
it's
At the end of the
relevant.
day,
It's relevant.
it is. It is. All right, man. All right. So then, let's just jump into something like, what do you want to see, or what do you feel like the direction of the WWE is going right now?
Uh, it's man, it's hard. It's so hard to tell because I see glimpses of great storytelling here and there. Um,
Hmm.
Even just like we were talking about the R-Truth stuff recently, like the way that they integrated him back into the show, like some of that stuff's like really good, but
Hmm.
you know, I'm just like I'm not. I get that everything's not going to be for me, but like
Hmm.
I don't even understand who the Goldberg match is for. Like I don't understand who that's for. Like no, like
We already talked about it, man. We talk. You know who it's for? It's for your boy to get that easy dub. He about to
okay,
come in.
all right,
Listen,
fair. You might
I'm
be.
gonna put
You're
money
probably
on
right.
that one.
I hope you're right.
I'll
I
pray.
hope you're
I'm
right.
hoping I'm right too, because if he
I
let me
hope you're right.
down and that don't happen, I'm gonna be sitting there looking stupid, like, stuck like Chuck. Like, dang.
I,
I'm talking all this
yeah.
hot boy stuff, and then watch next week you're gonna clip me and say, "Hey, remember that time you said?" I'm gonna take my L gracefully.
Well,
Um.
but I'll give you my upside of what I like of what they're doing right now.
Okay.
I still think Jey Uso winning the Rumble and even losing the title like are some of the best things that they've done in a while because for one it shows that like I said anybody can win the Rumble. The Rumble's
Hmm.
now exciting and it's not just a way for them to throw another top guy right back into the main event real quick with no story. It's a spot for somebody to up, for up and comers, right?
Hmm.
And at the same time, you might catch a Raw main event and see a title change hands. You don't see that often. You don't see titles, especially their big titles, change hands on Raw. I do like how on the PLEs, especially now that they're on Saturdays,
Hmm.
that they're advertising the main event of Raw as it's as if it's a huge event. So you have two wrestlers. Say for instance, whatever the last, I think that's how that worked out the last PLE, right? They advertised Jay and Gunther for the Raw, and they made that a huge deal.
Hmm.
The outcome, well, is what it is, but you get those valuable things. You have a reason to watch weekly, as opposed to just jumping in
PLEs.
when the PLEs, because I already know where this is headed, So there's some good opportunities there, but
Hmm.
at the end of the day, they're still a business. I hear they're in a lot of debt, so don't be surprised if you
You
see
did mention that last time.
Hulk Hogan come out the woodwork. I don't know.
What, you think he gonna come out at the Night of Champions and say, you know what, Cena, I want the
Ever.
belt one more time? Like, you know, stole my
I wouldn't be
championship
surprised if they
reign.
asked for him. And
Nah,
that was
man. We
one
ain't
of the
doing that.
rumors.
We ain't
One of
doing
the
that.
rumors that that Saudi Arabia, when they first started going there, they had like requested appearances from certain wrestlers, and one of the wrestlers that they requested was Yokozuna, who had been dead for like a decade plus by that point, but they asked for him to show up. So they just had this random sumo wrestler show up. It was ridiculous, but that's a thing. So who knows? They might ask for Hulk Hogan. You never know.
And you know they're gonna just what show up and yeah. But anyways, I digress. Um, I will piggyback off of you. Like I do feel like the fact that you can get a like you said a title change on a non-PLE is something to
Yeah.
look forward to. However, I do feel like it kind of throws it in a I don't want to say in a loss, but you kind of get into a rut of like I said earlier, what's next? I'm getting a major title change during a Raw event or a SmackDown event. But then it's like, what am I looking forward to towards this PLE? Are we just doing this trying to keep up the audience? However,
Hmm.
the audience is not really getting, I feel like for me at least, I'm not getting, you want me to watch the PLE just so I can watch the event for next week. But then it's like sometimes the PLE is not up to what it needs to be, just like how, like you said
Fair.
yourself, we don't have tag team matches in the PLEs anymore, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have random matches for the belt, like the Intercontinental for men. It's like, damn, who you really giving a
Yeah.
shot
Just
to at
random
this point
shit.
in
Right.
time? And I get like there's a lot of brand crossovers that's happening in the PLEs. However, I feel like it needs to be cleaned up a little bit more.
So you want the so similarly, you want the matchmaking to make more sense.
Make more sense or have like we said last time, bring back like meaningful fights for certain belts. Like
Hmm.
an Intercontinental Champion, we knew back then whoever held that belt could cash in at some point in time for the
Right.
world title,
Right.
right? The tag team championship, you have like real matches and people are going
Real
blow for
tag
blow.
teams.
Real
Real
tag
tag
teams.
teams.
We
Not
don't
just
have
Austin
somebody
Theory and
just
Grayson
made
Waller thrown together.
somebody just made up like the whole I'm not no knocking the last tag
Awesome
team.
truth.
That wasn't a bad tag team people, I'm not gonna lie. It's like how Gold Dust, he would just team up with a lot of people, but Gold
Booker
Dust
T and
made it
Gold
though.
Tooth.
Gold Dust made it work. I love Gold Dust, man. And him and Stardust was a funny little lineup. I'm not gonna lie.
I like Stardust. The Stardust was entertaining to me. Cody went in all in on
Hey,
that
he
Stardust
did.
gag.
But what's funny? I saw an interview with Cody. He said that's one time he tried to block out his mind when he was
Really?
Stardust. And
Hey,
but I feel like he did go all in with it, and he did a great job with it too. But back to what I was saying though, it's like have some more meaningful matches. Now, if you feel like certain people want to go into a different direction, then make that a feud and have them both be going towards something. Like, okay, cool. When you have like let's say Jimmy and Jay, they start feuding. Prime example, when the Shield broke up, right? You didn't know what was going to happen with that entire group. You had Dean wanting to do his own thing, but he was out there putting in work. You had Seth doing his own thing, putting in work, and then you had Roman doing his thing. They was trying to make him the face. Let's
that's
be
why everybody
honest.
was booing his ass.
They were trying to make him the face, and he wasn't getting the attention that they feel
Yeah,
like he should have.
yeah. He was the poster child at the time, and people weren't having it.
People weren't having it. It took people years to finally accept him
He
as
pretty much
this
had to go
whole
heel.
the
They
whole
pick up
tribal
Paul Heyman
chief.
and go heel. Yeah,
Paul Heyman was
he got
he's a
himself
goat.
some new teeth.
There you go. So for me, if you're gonna start breaking up teams like that, let them start doing their own thing. Like don't like, the Usos broke up, right? Jimmy kind of fell off. Not saying he did. I still like Jimmy as a wrestler, but Jimmy kind of got put on the back burner, and Jay was main event Jay,
Yeah, he went. They took off with that, didn't they?
right? But my boy Jimmy just can I
Well,
get a
Jimmy
little
had
taste?
a little personal issues too. Like there was a point in time where like he was getting dinged for like DUIs and stuff. So
I get
I
it,
don't
but
know.
still, man.
I feel like, and obviously complete speculation, but like I feel like they didn't know if they could bet on him
To
and put
keep
him in
up.
that position to stay up like Jay has throughout his run. You know.
But honestly, give people the shot, give people the chance. Like I said,
Yeah.
allow him to hold the Intercontinental just to see what he does. Bring
Yeah.
back that whole entire Intercontinental. That's the next person up to be U.S. or world champion at that point in time, you know?
Yeah,
Um,
I'm with it. I'm with it. They need to get that title up off of Dom though. I like Dom. I love Dom, but like they need to get the title up off of him. He
but
needs to
it's
step
just
down
like
on something.
just like how we said with the tag team, who you fighting?
It's fucking the AAA guys.
Like honestly, listen, I ain't trying to be mean. This is gonna be a hot take for today.
What you got?
Breakup Judgment Day.
Oh yeah, no.
Let
I don't think it's even that
let
hot of a take.
No, for me, I need my boy Finn to just finally break
Yeah,
out, but back again. But it's like it's people may like um Judgment Day as a group. However, let Finn spread his wings again.
I
I
agree.
personally like Demon King Finn. I think that's what he was called. Like he
Yeah,
put on his face
the
paint and
demon when
everything.
he put on the face paint at
But he
the
came in and put in work. Like I'm like, come on.
yeah,
Like I was like,
that's
that's
good.
Finn Balor? Come on now.
Yeah,
Come on, man. That man was putting in that work when he was that persona because I feel like he wrestled with no care.
yeah, yeah.
And break that up if you want to have like a true tag team. Like I'll put, but then it's like Dom. Like what are we doing with Dom now at this point?
I think Dom's gonna have his own like. I think that they've actually been doing a pretty good job at teasing the Judgment Day breakup because Finn and Dom, they're kind of going back and
Back
forth,
and
right?
forth feuding.
What's
Yep.
good, what's fun about that one though is that I don't know who the good guy is and who the bad guy is. So I don't know of the two who's supposed to be the babyface, who's supposed to. I don't think we're supposed to know yet until that match happens when they have a match. But I'm with you. Break them up. Liv is gonna be out for a while anyway, so do it now because Liv. I don't know if you caught that on Monday. She shoulder injury. So
Okay.
she's going to need shoulder surgery, likely going to be out for 6 months.
Okay.
You want to call a hot take? I'm going to say she's going to come back at the Royal Rumble and win the Royal Rumble for the women in January. Go ahead, mark it in.
What's gonna happen with the tag team belt?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know because she's going to be gone. We're gonna have to figure out next Monday night if they're just going to strip them or if they're going to like still keep her. I mean, on TV and hold the belts hostage for 6 months. But I
Nah,
imagine that they're
that's
going to
not
strip
fair.
them.
I feel like they need to
I
strip
mean,
them.
either that or Raquel picks. Wait, is it Raquel? I think it's her partner, right? Raquel. Raquel picks
Yes,
up a new tag team partner.
but who would be
Her
the partner
Roxanne
though?
Perez.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if they can do that. I don't know. I don't know. Them women tag team titles were a mess. But Liv was in about damn near 3-4 storylines. So her being out is going to be tough. They're going to have to rewrite a lot of stuff.
But I do feel like I don't think it's going to be that difficult to rewrite her, to be honest with you.
No.
Not saying
Well,
that
look,
it
the
is.
Evolution pay per view that was supposed to be her and Nikki Bella.
That is
Likely,
right.
I think
That's right. I digress. I retract my statement. I completely forgot about that because that was
yeah.
the whole thing with that.
So I don't know what they're gonna do with that PLE now. They're gonna have to have Rhea Ripley come in and save the day. Tough one. I don't know.
This is, you know what? Now I gotta go do some research. I was not prepared for today. I'm not even gonna sit up here and be like, hey, yeah,
You
no,
got some good takes though, man. You got
but
some.
no, my
I
takes were
appreciate where you at.
terrible. I feel like, but it's one of those things now at this point. It's just like I gotta go back and do some research real quick because I'm trying to figure out now, like where, like now it goes back to the very beginning of what I said. What's next? Where is this
No
going? Like
clue.
where are we going with all of this? And all right, cool. Yes. Judgment Day breaks up. All right, cool. Then you have people out on injuries or taking
Hmm.
personal time, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
With Liv, what's going to happen with the tag team title at that point in time? Are they going to have to do like a triple threat before she goes out and have her
So
lose
like, do
that way?
you think they're gonna have to like right her off? Like they stopped the match. Like, so it was in the middle of a match. She got injured. Referees threw up the X's,
Hmm.
and they stopped the match. So I don't think they're gonna like right her back into like a physical role because she has to have surgery. So like I don't see any other option other than just either stripping them of the title or some one of those situations where like um Adam Pierce is like, yeah, I'll give you to the end of the night to find a new tag team partner, some kind of BS like that. And you know,
Yeah, I can see that happening too then. Or I ain't gonna be lying. Like, this is just wishful thinking. What if somebody just like a Max person stole her belt and they just held it hostage for that long?
hey, hey, I got
Like
you.
that, and then like that right there, like I need something like that to happen now. Like I just need some like something random. Like I want our, Ron Killing. I'm about to call him R-Truth. I want him to still be R-Truth, but like
Well,
come
he's gonna
out.
be.
No, but listen, hear me out. This is what I mean by this, right? Have two different two different personas. I want you R-Truth masked up, all black, just coming in, interrupting like a fight, and then you still coming out as wrong. Just like your boy Chad Gable and Grande
You trying to
Americano.
turn him into mankind and do love and Cactus Jack? Did you
Cactus
hear
Jack.
on Friday? That was one of our truth or Ron Killings his promos. He was like, "Yeah, I don't need everybody talking at once." He was talking to himself, so they're literally about to lean into that split personality thing. That show's hilarious. He's like, "Yeah,
Hey,
I
and
don't
I'm
need
here
everybody
for it. I
talking at
take it.
once."
I take it.
But to your point, so here's my bold prediction.
Okay,
It's
give it to
obviously
me.
not it's not going to be right, but what's going to happen?
Hmm.
Raquel's going to get a day. She's going to have 24 hours to find a tag team partner to
Okay.
defend her tag team titles against. I don't know who it's going to be against yet, but I don't know. But I know that's what's going to happen, right? She's going to find the tag team partner. That tag team partner is going to be like, I'll say either Nia Jax or like Charlotte Flair or something, right? The match is going on. Charlotte or whoever her tag team partner is on the outside of the ring, reaches out for the hot tag, and right when Raquel goes to jump to make the tag, boom, she jumps off the apron and leaves, walks out the ring, makes Raquel lose the titles to whoever they're wrestling, and then goes into a one-on-one feud with Raquel.
That's not a bad take, honestly. Like that right there is actually that right there. I envisioned it. You see, I stared off, not even look at the camera. I stared off like, yo, that could really happen.
I tell
And
you,
just start like a feud for her
start a
and have
feud
like a
based off that.
and
Still let
then
the
and
Judgment
then
Day
and
break up
then
and
and
everything
then
else.
and then when Liv come back, that can be a whole nother feud as well too. Be
Yeah,
like, you left me to do this. Oh,
that's gonna be
that's
crazy when she
hey.
comes back. When she
But you
comes
know
back, that's
what?
gonna be crazy.
Hey, that's some good writing right there, man. Hey, WWE, you hear this? You can bring us on. We can make something work for y'all. We can make something work. I'm not asking
Figure
for a
it
whole
out.
lot. I'm just asking for free stay, a little bit of travel, and allow me to do me. 'Cause I
I
need
want
some
one of
money for
them
my
Saudi
pockets.
Arabia paychecks. That's what I want.
Hey, one time a
I want
year.
one of them. I want one of them Goldberg checks.
Hey, show
One of
up
them
when I can.
Goldbergs.
Show up when I can.
He said, I don't want to hear nothing about no work rate.
Mm-hmm. Big facts.
Oh man. Women's King of the or Queen of the Ring.
My
That's
girl is in
another
it.
one. I yeah.
What's her name?
Jade. Jade is in there.
Jade and the other one.
Asuka.
Asuka. There you go. I couldn't think of
Asuka.
her name. Yes.
Yeah, I feel like Asuka's
Who?
gonna.
Well,
I
who
don't
else is
know.
in it though? Jade,
So you
Asuka.
have Jade, Asuka. Jade is wrestling Roxanne Perez.
Okay.
Um, and then Asuka's wrestling Alexa Bliss. That's another one. I have no idea who's gonna win that.
Honestly, they're both
I
good
feel like it's gonna
matchups.
be Jade. Actually, you know what? I feel like it's gonna be Jade. Like when I think of like that image of them putting the crown on and the K, like I feel like it's just got to be Jade, right?
Yes, and then on top of that, then it also can put more fuel to the fire when it comes to Naomi as
Her,
well.
Naomi, and Bianca. Naomi got yeah,
So that
because
right
because
there makes
because that will
sense.
actually give Jade a title match. So you get a title match when you win King and Queen in the Ring now.
It's good to know.
Yeah,
So now that changes
that's
the
how
game for me.
Gunther. That's how Gunther won his title. He won King of the Ring, and then
Okay.
won his title match.
So that right
I got
there,
Sami Zayn winning. I got Sami Zayn winning the King of the Ring for the men, and Jade Cargill for the women. I know we're just kind of off the beaten path now, but I just
hey,
got to
no,
throw
that's
that out
fine.
there.
I got Jade for sure, because that will
You got Jay?
bring a lot. No, Jade. And you know
Oh,
what?
I thought you said Jay. I was gonna say, dang.
I actually might pick Jay to give him like that'd be like his second push to get the title back as well too. But I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if they would do that. Like I don't, I'm just talking out loud. I don't know. Like I said, I had to think about it a little bit more. Probably on the next time we do this, we all have like a definite answer, especially for that. However, I do see Jade winning Queen of the Ring. If she doesn't, it's going to be very interesting on what happens.
I said I don't know who else would win.
And
I don't know who else would win.
because Asuka was a part of Damage Control with Eno Sky, correct?
Io Scott, yeah,
Io, I'm sorry, I always want to say Eno, and
yeah,
honestly,
Kyrie Sane,
it's because of an anime. I'm sorry,
Eno. That's what my mom calls her, Eno.
Io, was part of Damage Control, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so
I'd actually like to see that match, them two,
that right there will
Oscar and Io.
that would be a good little matchup, to be honest with you, if that were to happen.
Yeah, Io holding the title hostage right now. Anyway, I don't know when
That's
the last
fine.
time she wrestled.
Excuse me. That's fine. That's true too. But back to what we stated, Jade winning throws a wrench with the Money in the Bank winner, as
Yeah,
well as the. This just hit me, man. Entertain me for a little bit. You have 1 year to cash in, correct?
yeah. hmm
How soon does the King or Queen of the Ring get their title match?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think it's a summer. It might be a SummerSlam.
What if Naomi cash in at
On
SummerSlam?
in that
Whoever
match.
doing that
Yeah, with
match.
Jade. I can see it.
And hold on, and let's say that let's just
Let it be
entertaining
Jade too.
purposes.
Let it be
Let it
Jade.
be Jade to win.
Because Jade been
And
whooping her ass, and so
and
so
then
now she
and
get to beat the
then
shit out of Jade
and then
once.
Naomi come in, cash in, get the belt, and guess what? Jade automatically has a rematch clause, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's generally how
Technically.
it works. Yeah.
So then let that happen, and that right there be a whole feud, and let's see who
hmm
really come out on top.
I'm
Now,
with it.
flip side to the king. I want to push for my boy Sammy.
hmm
However, wait a minute. So who would the king go against? Would it be Seth? Oh, not Seth. Sorry, Seth don't even have the belt yet.
It would
Let me.
be Gunther,
So
assuming
right.
assuming Gunther beats Goldberg.
So we jumping the
So
gun.
or it would be
We
Seth if what you say comes to fruition. If
yes.
Seth catches in, it would be Seth. So it would be Seth and
So
Sammy at SummerSlam.
okay, don't quote me. You ready for this? So we already have the prediction in regards to Seth cashing in at the Goldberg Saturday main event, right?
Yeah.
So we hoping. That's what I need to happen. WWE, don't let me
I'm
down.
here for it. I'm
Don't
here
let me
for it.
down. And then if that's the case, would be a better story. Sammy and Seth, or let Jay and Seth fight? Or are we still saying that Seth, not Seth, are we still saying that Jay goes to tag back up with his brother?
Yeah. So I think Cody Rhodes beats Jey Uso and goes to the finals. And then you're gonna have Cody versus Sammy in the finals. I think Sammy beats Randy Orton. Then you got
You
Cody
think
and
so?
Sammy.
You think
Yeah,
so?
I think Sammy's gonna
Come
beat
on,
Randy.
man. I ain't gonna lie. Randy, I
That I
get
don't know how. I mean, that's not like I Randy. I feel like Randy will smash. Just looking at both of their physiques, you're like, man, Randy gonna smash this dude. But now
But you
I
know what?
think
But
Sam's
no,
gonna
but
win.
you know, Sammy got that fight. Sammy got that dog. Sammy has
He got
that
that dog in
dog
him.
in him. He got that dog in him. Okay, like
Uh,
Sammy's one of those dudes. He's low key like Scrappy Doo. Like I ain't trying to be mean. I
yeah,
ain't trying to compare him to a dog, but like he legit will
yeah.
fight tooth and nail and will not back down from anybody. So for us
Just
to
keep
say,
getting up.
for me to say, Sammy, my apologies up front, man. I love Randy, but I'm gonna say my apologies up front. So I'm gonna agree.
Yeah, yeah. And
It's hard
and
for me.
they love Sammy in Saudi Arabia too. So
So it's hard for me to say like the Viper's gonna lose. And you know what? No, I'm gonna stand. Remember what I said? I'm gonna stand 10 toes down.
do it.
Sammy gonna win. Um, 10 toes down. Sammy gonna win. 10 toes. I'm not changing my mind. You already talked me into it, so Sammy gonna win.
Yeah, Sammy
Even
gonna win that one.
though, yes, I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm done
It's gonna
talking
be some
about it.
bullshit like roll up pin.
Anyways, Cody and
It's Cody versus Jay.
Jay. I know. I was just thinking
I mean, they got like one of them got it. Like if I'm thinking, okay, who does Saudi Arabia want to see?
Cody.
Cody or Jay? I think Cody's got to go. But I don't know Jay's. I mean, you seen Jay's entrance. It's not like Jay's not over. He's over.
He's not. And also, you know, the article that I sent you, what they was talking about, it was saying that I'm gonna digress for a second and be off topic and going back to
Okay.
the whole thing when Jay lost the belt to Gunther.
Right.
They was saying that him holding the belt over in Raw, it's like people would start to think like, why is he holding the belt with this stacked up roster?
Hmm.
Because now that
I don't
you,
see it that way though.
I don't see it that way neither, but as what the article was stating, and I was looking at it, I'm like, I get it, but at the
Hmm.
same time, he has proven himself like everybody else
Dude's
day in
selling
and day
merch.
out.
Dude's
Not
selling
even
more
just the
merch than
merch.
anybody.
Like that man he's not backing down from a fight. He don't care who you are.
He's been hanging. He's been hanging for
So I
sure.
feel like they could have just allowed him to just kept the belt for a little bit longer.
I relate it back to. It reminds me, given the way you said it, it kind of reminds me of when the Attitude Era stacked roster, but to win the undisputed title, Chris Jericho beat The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin in the same night, and it was cool. Like, oh shit, that was a surprise, and he held it, and it made him, just as big
Break
as
the
those
walls
guys.
down.
Like, I mean, I love that version of Jericho.
Yes,
You know, you
Jericho
know.
was that guy. I honestly, Jericho was one of those wrestlers. Like, I'll probably put him in my top five, honestly, of all time.
Hey, I'm
Every
not.
version of Jericho as well, too. Like,
You, you
the
say that
good
you say that
boy.
until you see one of his Twitter rants.
Oh,
He done fell
never
off,
mind.
dog.
Oh, okay, never
It's
mind.
over.
All right,
I
I'll take
mean,
it back
I
then.
I give him his flowers, but on the top five, I can't do it no more, dog.
But are we okay?
He
Now,
done wore
it
out his
goes back
welcome.
to like for me, it's just going on like in ring performance. I'm not talking about outside of the ring.
In
In
ring
ring
performance,
performance,
okay.
like
I'll give
that.
you.
Because all right,
I'll give you top 10. I'll give you top 10.
fine, I'll take top 10. But because like for me, it's kind of like never mind. I'm not gonna make my other hot take. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't about to get canceled already. It's just like with with music, right? I'm gonna
Okay.
leave it at that. You get
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Okay. I got you. I got you. I hear you.
Um, but it's like sometimes with people with music, in a sense, it's like, yeah, what you doing outside of your music, boy, you trash.
Hmm.
But you still are producing very good music or very
Yeah.
decent music. Music better than what's being put out now. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you.
so that's that.
I
So
got you.
in ring performance, Jericho for me is top 10 then. I'll leave it at that.
I like Jericho. Yeah, I do like Jericho a
Yeah,
lot.
like I said, all
He's my
versions.
dude. The
Y2J.
list Jericho. I like that dude. The list. He had to come out with the little scarf on.
Yeah, man.
I loved it. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you.
And then even when he left and came back a few times, like you like,
He cut
oh,
his hair and shit, and had the
yes.
jacket on, and yeah,
Hey, man.
he always had a good character.
He
He always
did.
knew how to
Always
reinvent himself at
facts.
every iteration, regardless of how old he was getting. But yeah, dude's Lately, whew, he
Hey
needs to
man,
sit
he's
down
old.
somewhere
He
before he
he's
become Hulk
what's the
Hogan.
term I'm looking for? He's senile.
They said, "Go
he
ahead,
he
leave him
don't know what's
alone. It's
going
just
on.
old Chris.
Hey, he still
He
think
don't know what's going on no
Bush.
more."
He still think Bush is in office at this point. Like leave that man alone. Leave him alone, man.
Oh God, shoot, man. What else did we miss anything? I feel like we've covered everything, just not in order.
We covered a good bit, to be honest with you,
And
and
I
I'm
still
gonna
think
keep
the
it.
card is still out for Night of Champions, so we still got some time before Night of Champions rolls around. We still have. Um, no, we don't actually. When's Night of Champions? The 28th.
Yeah, so that's next week.
Damn, never mind. I thought we had another. I thought it was about 2 weeks out. Nah, I'm tripping.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well,
And the
I guess
bad
we
thing
don't have a
is, it's
lot of
like,
time.
yeah, but we don't even have the full list of Night of
Matches yet.
Champions. Like you said, you already know like the matches from like the King and Queen of the Rings, but outside, and we know about John and CM Punk. Outside of that, nothing else. Are we gonna
Yeah.
get a tag team defend at that point? No. Um,
They said
um,
the rumor is I think they said they're gonna try to book LA Knight versus Seth Rollins, but I don't know.
why would you have that if he's Money in the Bank?
I think because I may be wrong, but I feel like Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker been messing with LA Knight or something. He came out to get his lick back on Monday or something. I don't know. It's been so there's been a lot of involvement. To what you asked me before, another thing that they've been doing decently is planting seeds for multiple directions they can go.
Makes sense.
I hate all the distractions, but like once you see somebody interferes, like oh shit, what's he doing here now?
What's gonna
So
happen next? So
yeah,
it's always
so
the what if factor with
always
them.
planting that seed for a bigger rivalry down the road. So
Respectfully, respectfully. You know what? Yeah, that is their thing. Like that what if factor. Like what's next? What could happen? That's why we got us talking. Like, hey, what could happen with this? Also, the women's is Becky gonna have a match?
good question. Good
Cause it's
question.
Night of
Night of
Champions.
Champions.
Will
I would
that
guess so.
be?
It probably
And would
not
that be
be
a
probably against Bailey, huh?
I was gonna say, will it be a rematch for
I think it's probably going to be against Bailey, just based on because I do remember because you I think you talked about them potentially booking the triple threat for those three, but I do
Yeah.
think Bailey's going to be involved. I think that'll probably be the Saudi Arabia match if there
Okay.
is one, Becky versus Bailey, where Becky will probably win and keep her title.
Okay. Okay. So then
But
what else? So we got the women's champion, men's
no,
champion.
no hope tag titles ain't going no like you ain't getting those defended.
Mm-mm. Um,
Um, you might get
King.
Dominic
So how many
Mysterio or
matches?
somebody. I don't know.
I mean, then at that point, you're gonna have to have the women's intercontinental, which will be
Becky and Bailey
Becky and Bailey. So then, yeah, then you need what's her name?
at the men's intercontinental.
Then what about
Versus Finn. Give me that.
I'm not mad at it. I
You
would
got. That
love
means you
to
got to
see
break
that.
them boys up quick.
Hey, you got 1 week to do it. Next
I'm
Monday.
game. I'm game. They've
Hey,
been
next
teasing it long
Monday. Just
enough.
go and make something happen. Make something shake. Make that whole entire thing. You know what? Finn, you want to be mad about me? Fine. Not a champions. You and me. We going at it. Oh, snap. Okay. Hey,
Say
that's what I'm
Jam,
talking
Dom
about.
making matches, and again, this time he loses.
I'm here for it. But then, women's championship, which would be IO.
Io,
I can't get her name
Eno,
right.
Eno, and Io, baby.
IO. I'm sorry. Please don't get me. My apologies.
So Io, yeah, Io, and I don't. Who the
EO.
hell's the other champion?
But who would she go up against then? Honestly, would that be Araya?
Yeah, I mean, Rhea's. She's definitely gonna have to like take a larger role now that Liv is gonna be gone for a bit.
Hmm.
Like she's gonna have to go back to the dominating on Raw. So perhaps who's the other women's champion? I forgot.
You said Becky. But talk
No,
about the
no,
other
the other
championship.
head world title. Yeah,
I don't know, sir. Let's take a look. We got computers in our face. Like we don't want to look it up.
well, I'm trying to figure it out. Like I should know. who that is.
All right.
Tiffany Stratton. Damn.
Oh,
How the hell I forget Tiffany? I done forgot. I mean, I'm glad she won too at Mania, but yeah, nah, she's the champion. They have to get that up off her soon.
but I'm not to be mean. Like, when the last time she fought?
So that's who Jade beats at SummerSlam, right?
Okay.
Tiffany.
Tiffany was her last match was Charlotte, right?
That's the last match that I remember. She might have
That's
had some other stuff on Raw, or I'm sorry, on
I
SmackDown.
don't
But
recall anything. Honestly, I feel like that's the big that was the last big match that I remember from her.
yeah, But yeah, I can see her losing to Jade and then Naomi cashing in, because Naomi been talking trash to Tiffany too.
Oh, then that'd be perfect.
Yeah, that's a
Perfect.
nice little.
Hey, that right there is a better lineup right there.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
And then let Rhea go up against old girl.
Yeah, want to run
Io.
it back.
Yep, running
He
back.
said old girl. Just call her old girl for now.
I was trying to blank for a second. We just talked about it too. But yes. So that's the matches. But that's a lot of matches though, man.
That is.
That's
That
what,
is.
6 matches? Or no, 8 matches. We have
Yeah, it's like
King
eight
and
because you
Queen
got to think all the titles. Yeah.
titles and all the King and Queen matches as well too. That's four
Yeah.
apiece.
Well, I think I might be wrong,
Oh, that's well
but I
four.
feel like they only do the final match in Saudi Arabia. Like I feel like the semifinal match will be like we'll have one on SmackDown and then one on Raw,
Okay.
and then at the actual PLE we'll just have the finals and the
So the final
predictions
so
each
the
with the
final will
crowns and
be
shit.
so there's two, one king, one queen,
Yeah,
2 matches for the men's titles.
IC titles.
And then 2 for the that's still a lot of matches.
It is. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Ain't nothing
And
guaranteed till
honestly, I
Sunday.
feel like the IC matches may not be a thing then.
Hmm.
Maybe.
I feel like they got to get Becky over there. No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what her popularity's like over in the Middle East, but I mean, I know they love the big stars. So
She is a
you
big
know,
star, or she was a big star, or she still
she
is a
is.
big
Yeah.
star.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, until next time, I what it seems like.
Yeah. We'll find out more tomorrow.
Hey,
So
we'll
we're
find out more
recording this on
tomorrow.
Thursday, so we'll find out more tomorrow.
It is the yep. We'll find out more tomorrow. So I guess it's a conclusion then to
Yeah,
BWN.
wrapped up.
Hey, I got it right this
Hey, you
time.
got it right that time.
I got it right
I
this
had to think
time.
about it. It's like, hold on,
I
that's
had to
some
think about
MITB.
it. BWN, Buffalo Wild Wings.
He said it too. He said it too quick. I was like, hold on.
Oh
That's funny.
man, good stuff. I feel like we need to get more organized with it, but overall, though, still
Yeah,
wasn't bad.
we just had some fun. Had some fun either way. All right, I'm gonna
Hey,
stop this
just
recording.
chopping it up and just talking.
Shit.